I'm with Diana from the Palestinian Bible Society. Now, Diana, you're involved in OPCY. What is OPCY?
Operation Palestinian Child and Youth. It's a project that we have started a few years ago, following a ministry that we have started with the children from the beginning of the Second Intifada.
And why did you start the program?
When the Second Intifada started, we had a project that wanted to bring children to one of our centers and do different projects and programs with them. But when the Second Intifada started, all the roads and closed up, and there were barriers, and children couldn't get to us, but we realized that we could get to them. So when we realized we could get to them, we thought of the best message that we could get to them with is basically the message of smiles and fun and laughter, and putting those smiles back onto their faces. And this is where OPCY started.
And what sort of things do you do with the children?
In the beginning, we played games with them. We did stories through puppetry. We did... And the puppetry programs were basically giving them tools of how to express their feelings and to gain skills, life skills that will help them cope with their surrounding, since they don't have any control over their surrounding and changing it, but they can change how they deal with their surrounding.
And was this going into schools and youth clubs presenting the message that you wanted to give?
In the beginning, we went to any organizations, schools, clubs, any place that gathered children, regardless of what number the children were, small or large.
And how were you received in the schools?
Oh, there was a great interest. We didn't even have to advertise. People were calling us. And even when we shifted our program to do something on a different level, people were still calling us to come and do these programs.
Now, are there a lot of children in the Palestinian Authority?
I don't have numbers in my head now, but I'm sure there are. If not, the Palestinian authorities would be a very lousy place. So there must be children to add the sweetness to it.
Now, the children, are they close to the conflict in the land?
They can't get around it. If their parents, father mainly, they can't go out to find a job because of the conflict, then it brings back tension into the house. Whatever it is comes back to their home environment when they go out to the streets, the fact that they can't go easily from one place to another. So in different areas, the conflict is around them.
With the conflict in the land, how easy is it for parents to shelter their children from hatred and from negativity?
That's not easily done because the parents themselves can't do that, so they can't teach it to their children or do it to their children. It takes a lot of active efforts into doing that, and that is why we shifted our programs 3 to 4 years ago to starting working with families so that we can complete that circle.
So now you're not just working with children, you're working with the whole family as well.
Yes, so that we bring the greater impact onto the child. So we work with Palestinian families from different areas, and we work on communication, how to develop that communication within the family.
And how easy has that been with working with a family?
Actually, it's been very exciting. It's new. It hasn't been done in this area before. And families that have come to us in the beginning, they have shared along the line of the program. They have shared that in the beginning they were very hesitant in coming because culturally it's not very acceptable to have husbands to expose the female parts of their family in front of other families in that sense, in such an intimate program. But they have taken the risks, and those that have taken the risks have actually made the advertisement by word of mouth to others, and that's why we have more wanting to join the program.
So it's been breaking down walls really as well, hasn't it?
Sure. It's been breaking down walls between different families within society, different families, just accepting the ways they are different, and also Christian and Muslim walls that have broken down very nicely through this program.
Now, is drama and puppetry an important way of getting a message across?
Yes, because it's not threatening. It's fun and entertaining, and as children as well as adults, we always enjoy to listen to stories more than documentaries and teachings. So, story is a very convenient way of bringing a message across. Let alone if it's done through a puppet, it's just more interesting to look at.
And what kind of puppets do you have?
Oh, we have different kinds. We have moms, dads, children, different kinds and different colors of children, animals, even objects like candles. So just different kind of puppets.
Now, it must be a lot of fun and a challenge as well to work with children and youth.
Yes, the fun side of working with children and youth is that they have a lot of energy and they're great potential for change. And the fact that they can change and they want to change and do things in a different way, so that gives us a new momentum for change in our society based on what they want.
And why do you do what you do?
I do what I do because, well, my personal vision is to see people change for the better. Like to put their finger on where they're at now and have the desire to change to something better. And we can always improve. No matter where we are in life, we can always improve. And this is where I want others to look at. Yeah.
Now, the whole conflict and difficulty seems a whole big issue, but are you just seeing change even in just that little area where you're working?
Oh, yes. We have seen a lot of change with different families. The fact that you would have children and youth come and say, my dad is playing with us, my dad is spending more time with us. Our family is just different after the camp programs that we have joined. Those statements just say, we hit right on. And that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted that family to get to a new level, to a new place that they wanted. And yes, we have achieved it.
So a family who joins the program really begins to understand the true meaning of family, and that's just a huge change in dynamic in their family.
Yes, but yes, that's very true. But also, we always stress that it is their choice if they want to change or not. And unfortunately, some families have decided not to change. They've pointed their finger on places and areas that they want to work on, but they've made the choice not to work on it. But we've had many families that have said, yes, this is where we want to change, and they have changed.
And what's your prayer finally for the families in the Palestinian Authority and for children, for youth in particular?
My prayer is that every Palestinian family will always look to their family as something that's the most important thing within their life. And because it's the most important thing, it should be the priority, and where most of their efforts needs to be done, needs to be focused on.
Okay, Diana, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.